What's going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today we're going to be talking about a Vero that I recently received. This is kind of a bad one. We're also going to be talking about things that are coming up on the channel, and then we're going to end it off with some what sold recently for me. So let's get started. So first off, let's talk about the Vero. This one's pretty unfortunate actually. So it's these Scotty Camerons. Not only these ones, but the black ones as well. If you haven't seen the video, it was my latest garage sale video that I posted. So what happened was I got a message on eBay from somebody, just a regular account. It said, hey, it said something like, these are fake handles. And I'm like, so I just replied back and said, what makes you believe these are fake? And then I opened my email and I seen a Vero Strike. And then I went back and I seen the listings were all taken down. So yeah, these are not listed on eBay anymore. So there's no potential there of, the big profit that I talked about before. I looked them up and I didn't really see that anything that struck me as obvious. Okay, so they're etched in the back. It's probably hard to see in there, but you can actually see that they're engraved. The quality of these are great. They're still wrapped. Now the person did message me back and say, the biggest telltale sign is the crown. I'm assuming it's either this crown or this crown on the back. I would have to do a deep dive research to figure out exactly what's fake about these. I don't really believe that they're fake. These are also sold on eBay. They're sold comps for both of these, not necessarily in this colorway, but I see some of these listed, but I do see these exact same ones sold for like $120, which is what I listed them for. Then the other ones were listed high as well. So currently my goal, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take them to a couple golf shops and just have them verified. And then if they are verified as real or they believe that they're real, I might take them to Play Against Sports, or I might list them on Etsy, but I'm gonna leave them off eBay. I do not wanna mess around. I don't know if it's just this person is just reporting them as fake or if they're actually verified by the company. It does explain a little more in the email, but I don't need to get into all that. Essentially, these have been taken down and I've gotten a Vero Strike in my account, which means this week I've been listing a ton more. I've been running auctions because I find, and I don't know if this is just something for me personally, when you have any sort of negative strike, whether it's feedback, a negative feedback, or a Vero, or any other negative thing that can happen on eBay, I think they throttle your account or something happens where I haven't had regular sales on eBay. I've really had to work hard for sales on eBay by sending offers and being aggressive. So, it's been a little bit of a down week. So that kind of stinks a little bit. Now I haven't listed these either. Now they're only, there was no Vero against the loudmouth, and I do believe these are authentic as well, as these ones actually have the sticker. But I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take them to an actual golf shop and just have them look at them. And then I'm gonna maybe run them past Play It Against Sports to see if they'd be interested in just getting some money back out of these things. And if not, I definitely would still list these ones on the loudmouth ones, these ones here. I would still list these on eBay. I just want to be sure. I'm not a golf professional by any means. And, I'm just going to do some more research before I do anything too much with these. But, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So if you get a Vero, definitely do not relist the things right away because they're just going to get taken down and you could lose your account over this. So you don't want to do that. So what's coming up on the channel? I'm going to be on Scott sells stuff. He's got a show here on YouTube. He's kind of hinted that I might be on the last couple weeks, and I meant to be on last Sunday. We met at a garage sale a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be so interested. And I forgot that I had tickets to see Theo Vaughn in Niagara Falls. It was a great show, but when I was talking to him just in person, that slipped my mind. So I had tickets to do that, so we did that. And now this Sunday I'm free, so we are going to be on the show. Should be fun. He wanted to talk about the Scotty Cameron stuff a little bit potentially. At that time when we were texting each other, he didn't know that they were Vero'd, so I'm definitely gonna bring him up. We can talk about that on his channel as well. I don't know if he's went through that, and I don't know if there's gonna be other resellers on the program. But if you guys haven't seen it, follow me on Instagram, and I'll make sure that I put the time up for the show. It should be a lot of fun. It's just sort of a show where we talk about reselling. And I think we show off some of the stuff we find found over the past week. Another thing that's coming up that's super exciting for me, on August 31st, we're doing another Instagram live show, this time as a Halloween show. So I'll throw the banner up here. I think I threw it up in my last video as well. It should be a lot of fun. We're all just selling Halloween stuff live on Instagram on August 31st. So we're about a month out from Halloween. Should be a lot of fun. So don't miss that one. So anyway, guys, let's get into some what solds. First up, this AC Delco jacket. This one is definitely vintage and has some cool colors. It's got the Canadian flag, so a little bit of a Canadian flair on this one in particular. You know, these race jackets, I think these were from the 80s. Yeah, they do sell well. You can see it's crossed out. I accepted a best offer of this on this one of, I think, $60. I'll just take a look down my note. Yeah, 60 bucks plus shipping. Haven't had this one too long. This is a super nice, super clean jacket. I can't remember where I picked this one up. Just trying to remember here quickly. I think it was at not Salvation Army. It was at Value Village. I think I paid about $15 for this. I paid up for it. This was when I picked up this and brand new with tags, a FootJoy jacket and some jerseys. It was one of the last times that I went into Value Village and really found a lot of great stuff all at once. But that's where this came from. Paid $15, flipped it into $60 within a month or so. Pretty good sale. Now this particular Sony Handycam, everything worked fine. I tested it. I bought it for $12. I think I posted on my Instagram when I picked it up that it was going to be a good flip. When I did test it, the battery did not work. As you can see, it says read here, and then under where I'm on the screen for you guys right now, it does say tested, good condition, will require battery replacement. So the battery didn't work. It wouldn't charge, but I still sold this for $50 on Etsy. The person reached out with a low ball offer, and I sort of asked them where they're from. They said the US. I'm like, this is in Canadian dollars. So would you accept $50 Canadian? They said yes. So it was listed for $60. I just edited the price to $50 for them. Said to them, hey, you know, the battery doesn't work. So we've already had the conversation about the battery. So this sold for $50 plus shipping. I was hoping to get more for this one, not a ton more. The battery's probably only going to make it worth maybe $15 to $20 more anyway. But still, 50 bucks, not too bad. And I've only had this one for, like I said, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max. Next up, an LL Beam jacket sold for me on Poshmark here. This is Poshmark Canada, $48. I believe probably by the time you remove fees and everything, I probably made about $40 on this. Picked this up at the Goodwill bins. It's a little bit heavier. Might have paid $5 for it max, but this is a pretty cool one. It is a vintage LL Beam. I believe this one. Does it say here? Is this one made in the USA? I can't remember exactly. It's been a little while ago since I picked this up, but it has the corduroy inside. This is a super cool jacket. I don't know why people at the bins, for whatever reason, seem to overlook LL Beam, or at least the one that I go to. There's always stuff like this kind of laying around. Sometimes condition can be an issue. This one was super clean. As you can see, I didn't spell it quite. I wouldn't spell it like this normally. I would either capitalize both L's or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it's still sold. I should have proofed the actual title a little better. That title's a little bit lacking. Doesn't look very professional, but it did sell regardless for $48 here on Poshmark. Next up, we have a pair of these Foo Fighter Vans. I really do believe I could have got $80 or more for these. The real holdback on these really was women's size 6, men's size 5. These were small shoes. And when I cleaned these up, and they didn't require a ton of cleanup, I do think I picked these up at Goodwill for I think $6 to $8. They were pretty cheap. But when I did clean them up, I don't know if you can see on the back here, I don't think I ruined them, but let's even get a closer picture of these. Do you see the red came off there? It was sort of flaking off a little bit, and I think when I did a soak job on these shoes, it came off. It didn't affect it too much. You can still tell what they are. The rest of the shoes are super clean, nice condition. I wish that didn't happen, but sometimes when you're soaking shoes, that's something to think about. I kind of thought that was in the shoe better, not just sort of more like a vinyl, but apparently the white is on there and it's vinyl red over. Wasn't really aware of that when I soaked them. So, you know, something to pay attention for. But regardless, these sold for $60, best offer on eBay. I took the offer because, you know, because of the size, if somebody's looking for them, willing to pay me $60, I'm going to take that. I do think if you can find these shoes in a bigger size, they would sell for a lot more money. The last one I want to share with you guys is a collab here. It is the Vans and Edward Munch, I guess is how you pronounce his name. Not really sure, probably butchered that. But the Scream, you know, the classic iconic canvas, the artwork, the Scream, really cool. These sold for $45. I think I paid around like $5 to $8 for these. I believe I paid $5 at Value Village in St. Thomas. Not Value Village, Salvation Army in St. Thomas, which normally is a very expensive store. I don't know why these were there and so cheap. Very nice. They're sort of that white and kind of like a muted gray kind of color. Like the image behind it is sort of like a different color. They were pretty nice. I just soaked them, cleaned up the whites a little bit. The bottoms were in good condition, as you can probably see right here. And they sold for $45 pretty quickly on eBay. I was really happy with this one. You know, there we go. Better picture of the screaming guy there. I think there's one on the toes too. Let's see. Yeah, how cool is that? You know, if these were my size, this is definitely something I would keep myself. I think these are really awesome shoes. But yeah, sold them for $45 plus shipping. Couldn't be happier with this sale. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. Until next time, take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.